Ahoy, and welcome to episode 12 of the season 1 Avorion series. I hope you guys are all doing well and you're ready for some Avorion. So, as stated, today is going to be a building episode. This will probably take a few parts because I'm not sure how long this will take, and I do want to explain as I build, unlike the other build where I kind of just built everything off camera. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the creative building testing. I do have a fair idea of what I want to build for a semi-beefy battleship. Hopefully not, too expensive. Alrighty. So hopefully my voice didn't get cut off there a little bit in the loading screen. I know the loading screens are a lot faster when I rewatch the video from the edited version than they are in real life for me. So hopefully it didn't get cut out. Cool. Let's jump out of the miner we built out last time and head over this direction because we're going to need a fair bit of space. I do want to make sure I'm semi-close to the station over here just so I can crew this thing up afterwards. Cool, this should be good enough, and we're facing which direction? This direction. That direction. We're facing the station. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and jump into build menu. Or found a new ship, actually. So, as per the mining ship, I'm going to leave this ship for you guys to rename. It's completely up to you guys, and as of this episode, both the mining vessel and Lotus should be in the what's it called? The workshop. So if you are looking to get them, go for it. No biggie. Cool. Let's found a ship. Let's call this one. I have a weird design in mind, and it's revolving around a turtle design. Now that is kind of weird. I've never really designed anything like that before, but it's going to be a plan it out as you go kind of build, okay? So we'll see how we do there. So let's call it Turtle Holmes. Like Sherlock Holmes, but Turtle Holmes, alright? Don't know if I spelt Holmes right. I'm not sure. Whatever. Alright, so here we go. Let's get started. Now I do have a rough idea of what kind of stats I'm looking for. This ship is going to be very heavy because I am planning on adding stone to it, okay? Generally I would never add stone, but I was kind of thinking like, I really want to build something different for once. And this seemed like the best opportunity to do so. Also, like I was saying before we enter that loading screen, I hope it's not going to cost too much, so we do need to keep an eye on that as well. So what I'm going to start with, okay, and this is generally what I start all of my builds with, okay, are the blocks that use power. Alright, so I'm going to go over here, oops, this one here to see most blocks, and we're going to be building majority of this out of trinium as well as neonite. Okay, so trinium you also get integrity generators, integrity field generators, the generator, the container, and shield generators. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this shield generator will be lighter than the neonite variant. Let's just test that out quickly. If I want to stick a block of the same size on here, that's going to give us 14 HP of hull and about, let's say, 1900 shield, okay, and it's gonna up our mass by 224. Alright, and if I jump over to the neonite version, energy shield generator, alright, that's gonna give us less shield. Okay, so the trinium is definitely the better route for shield. It's going to give us less hull per block size, okay, which I'm fine with as long as our shields are okay, because these will be the internals of the ship. We can put armor on after that. Okay, and it is going to be a lot more heavy. So this one will add 352 tons of mass. Alright, so it looks like, but it's also going to add 1.3 seconds of hyperspace cooldown if you're looking over here by the stats. So let's go and have a look at this one. Let's see how much this one adds for that, because I didn't see. Oh, so this adds less per volume for hyperspace cooldown. So it looks like trinium internals for the shield generator is the way to go. That's cool. So let's go ahead and convert this. Transform blocks, transform into shield generator. Okay. These episodes as well, they're going to be quite long. Maybe around 40 to 50 minutes, maybe even an hour. I might push it that far, but we'll see. Or I'll do half an hour with time lapse in the middle. So like just fast forward the speed of the video in editing. I'm not sure yet, but I guess you guys will see soon. But I do want to discuss why I'm building certain things and the reasoning behind them, but I won't bore you through me placing every single armor block or every single type of block there is for those, and there might be multiple parts to this build as well. Okay, so this is part 1. We might get it all finished this episode, who knows, Okay, cool. So this one's transformed. Let's get another one. I want to get a rough shape. So the last craft that we built looked like this. This is the shape I went with when I built these. Let's stick the mirror mode on. I did like a cross pattern and then I ran it from there. But for this one, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I think I want to start off with a 9 by 9 by 9, or I mean a 3 by 3 by 3. My bad. Okay, and I will merge these obviously. So what I'm looking for when it comes to these, the shield block, is I'm looking for at least 250,000 HP of shield. Okay, so that's what I'm going for. Maybe that's too much for what I'm trying to build and might make the craft too expensive. We will see about that, because I think in game we've got roughly 300,000 trinium, so we do need to be aware of that as well. Obviously when we jump back into the Let's Play, we can go ahead and mine all of the resources that we need, but I think the main thing I'm worried about are the credits. We only have about 3 million, and I don't want to use all of our credits in one go just to build one ship. I want to make sure that we have enough to pay all of our crew, because we currently have 4 ships, and if we build this one, that'll be 5. So that's 5 crew salaries. That's almost 100,000. I think it is roughly 100,000 each. Maybe even a little bit more each hour or so. Okay, so that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And considering this ship will most likely have the largest crew of all of our ships, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We will need to figure out a better way of getting money. Okay, let's merge this. Cool. Is all of them merged? Yep, I think they are. Let's just make sure. Just do it again, just in case. Yeah, okay. 27 blocks into 1 block. Beautiful. And now we can go match block and match shape. Will that work? Let's just copy paste this in again. I'll be doing little copy paste sections as well. So that 1 block has given us 50,000 shield. Interesting. Can I take that off? Oh, is that the same size? I don't think that's the same size, is it? Let's take match block off. Just want to make sure here. Yeah, you see it was off by a point something. Let's check the top. How do we check the width? Go on top here. Yeah, so the width is fine. The height is fine. Cool. Alright, let's see. So now we've got a base value of 50 if I add another one. And we can see that this is going to add let's take off mirror mode. This is going to cost us 21,000 per block for trinium, and it's going to cost us around 2,500 in credits. So we do need to be careful here. So adding another one's going to give us about 100,000 HP. Maybe 250,000 is a little too much. Maybe 150,000 will be a good amount. So this right here is about 175,000 credits. 175,000 credits, okay. I mean, not 175,000, 750,000. 250 each block. 260 almost. Okay. I'm just trying to be smart about this build as well. Oh, jeez. Okay. There probably won't be too many cuts in this first part of the building series, because most of it's going to be explaining these internal parts that I'll be putting in. But yeah. Okay, let me explain the basic design of what I'm going for. Now, it's really weird. Normally, I would build my ships quite long, like this, from what you've seen me build the Lotus as well as the mining ship. But this ship, I'm going more of a roundish shape. I want it to look like a turtle, but not completely round. Maybe, you know, little bits coming off here and there. We will see about that. Cool, let's put mirror mode back on and put these in here. So that's 250,000, right? And that's going to bump us up to 1,000,000, almost 300, I'm guessing, round about there. 255,000 shield. Hyperspace cooldown has gone up, but obviously we can bring that down. We are looking to get this ship made for the fight with Botan and maybe the AI, so that we can get those, what are they called? Those alien artifacts, the Zotan artifacts, which will I think the one we're after with Botan will drastically improve our hyperspace cooldown. So I'm not too worried about the hyperspace cooldown, but yeah, it is something to keep in mind. Okay, cool. So now we've got shield generators on. Okay, I want to stick a few of these integrity field generators as well. Now, let's see what the cost of integrity field generator compared to the Neonite one. Trinium also offer the hyperspace core, so we could increase our hyperspace reach. We'll need to keep that in mind. Okay, so this integrity field generator is way too large for what I'm looking for. Let's bring it down to 1 block. Is that 1 block? 1. I'm just placing them now just to have a look to see if they are the right size. 2. Yep. Okay, so that seems good to me. I mean, a good size. I'll remove that one and remove that one, and then I will place one here. I'm going to place one in all 4 corners. I know they are a little pricey, 3,000 each, but that's okay. I want to make sure the internals of our ship have a higher health, so this will increase the health by times 4, which is good. And I might merge this centered block. We'll see how we go. Cool, so that's the integrity field generators. We'll have to... Oh, that one's not placed right, is it? We'll have to... Oh, I don't have the mirror mode on. We'll have to just judge it as we go, like add more as we go if they... Yep, that seems fine to me. Cool. So like as we go out, if these aren't reaching all of the blocks, yeah, we'll just have to add more. That's only in case our shield gets depleted. Okay, let's go ahead. I also want to, at this point, add some ion inertia dampeners. Okay, they are a little pricey and they do consume a lot of energy, so you'll see energy requirement going up here. But like I said, I like to place all of the energy blocks first, okay, to like figure out how much power I'm going to need. I want to place quite a lot of these. Like I said, we're going to be putting stone on this design, so it's going to be quite heavy. Okay, that's, yeah, okay, so that's how much brake thrust, 370. That's really good for now. Obviously this will go down as we're building more things onto the ship, and that's fine. Okay, so those are the iron inertia dampeners. We might add more, but I don't think we will need more than that. Okay, let's go down here. Now, I want to test this hyperspace module quickly. So if I'm adding, let's, a good thing to note is, now that I have the mirror mode on, even if I'm on the center here, it's still counting 2 blocks to be added, okay, for that cache value and that neonite value. So you want to remove the mirror mode if you want to test, and there you can see it's directly in half. So this, adding this will 9 HP for the hull. It'll increase the max velocity. Oh no, why is that green? That's kind of weird. Maybe it's the last stat that we added. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, so this is going to add some mass minus our brake thrust. Yep, I think every block after this that we add will minus our brake thrust from these hyperspace cores, but we will still be putting thrusters on this, okay? It's going to up our processing power, which is fine. The energy requirement, but it will put up our hyperspace reach by 2.9. Now this ship's hyperspace reach, alright, I think the mining ship we put to a standard of 10. This one I'm looking for at least 25, okay, just as a base value. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in these side sections here. Maybe keep it this 3 block height thickness, maybe. Cool, so let's see here. I'm going to fill these in. Put one there. Oh wait, I might want the mirror mode on for this, don't I? Alright, put one there, put one there, put one there, there, and there. Now it should, at the end of this, look like a big cube, kind of. How much is this adding? I haven't looked yet. 13.9. Okay, so we are going for the 25 mark. I just want to keep everything as uniformly. So wait, I want to make sure this is 3 blocks thick. Let's measure it against this one here. That's too thick. That's perfect. Okay. And maybe like that. How much is that going to add? 16. Well, it didn't add 16. It's it's just gone up to 16. I mean, that's 17. This is not adding much at all, is it? 18. Might start putting some on the top. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is do that. I'm gonna make this 1 thick. Let's measure this against maybe this guy. I just wanna. Hey, look at that, we got it perfectly. Alright, delete these ones. Okay, so now that it's 1 thick, I'm gonna stretch this out. Or maybe. Yeah, keep it like that and place them. Wait a minute, I've placed them skew. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes to. Wait, what? What is going on here? Did I place these 2 wrong? I did. Okay, good thing we came across that now. Let's copy paste those back on. In the right place. Alright, let's measure this again. Down. Another way to do it is probably just go to 1. Oh wait, that's grid size. Oh yeah, that could help, because we are building in the single block range. Alright, so this should just snap it directly to one size. Yep. Perfect, look at that. Alright, let's delete these. Cool. Put that one there. This one here. This one here. This is gonna eat power like it is nothing. Look at that. Required energy. Almost like a terawatt? Whatever they call it. So hyperspace reach 20 sectors. Alright, that's cool. Let's place it on the bottom as well. Keep this as uniform as possible. We're gonna need a crap ton of crew for this thing. Yeah. I need to remember to put crew quarters, but I usually tend to put my crew quarters along the outside, maybe a little bit on the inside, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, how much is that? 21. Dang, so this only went up by 1? And also, what I didn't do is I didn't compare it to, oops, I didn't compare this to the Trinium one. My bad. I was explaining to you guys how to compare, and then I didn't do it. Alright. So, this will add 0.1. It's a bit mute of doing it now. This will also add 0.1. Okay, I don't know if I did this right. Okay. I'm going to make a quick cut. I'm going to compare these and maybe swap it out for Trinium or keep it as Neonite. We shall see. I will see you guys in a second. Alrighty, so we ended up changing all of the Neonite out for the Trinium hyperspace cores, just because it does give a tiny bit more. It is lighter, but it will offer less hull HP, okay, to our craft. Which is okay. I'm fine with the hull being lower, as long as we can jump further. So this is going to be a... I'm perfectly fine with 24 as well. It was close to 25, which is what I was aiming for originally. Alright, so I think that is it for the hyperspace core. What else did we need to move on to? Let's have a look if our integrity fields are working. Yep, they are. Okay, cool. What else did we need? Also, something I forgot to tell you guys was the Trinium level is where you get to start putting the Trinium hangers on, so you can start getting into the fighters. I will put some small hangers on. I have a plan for the hangers with the stone. You will see what we do. I'm not going to add much. I'm just going to add enough to this specific ship to use as an example to show you guys how to use fighters and all of that, okay? All of those cool things that come with the hangar bays. So from Trinium, I'm pretty sure every resource type after that, Xanian and Ogonite, as well as Avorion, they all give their own hangars, okay? And they all add different stats. So one might be heavy, but might hold more fighters per block volume. It's all dependent on that. I'm also thinking of putting some torpedo launchers on this, so we'll have to see how we go. Cool. Now, so it seems like we haven't really put any Neonite on this ship, which is a little bit disappointing, seeing as we gathered so much last episode. Okay, so this is also something that I want to add, okay? The computer core. So in Neonite, you haven't got this unlocked yet, okay? But this computer core over here is going to up our processing power, okay? Which directly will affect the ship menus, ship systems. Alright, as you can see here, to unlock the next one, so right now we have the exact same processing power as all of our other ships that we've built, excepting junk pile. And for this next one to be unlocked, we're going to need a processing power of 5k. Alright, and we currently have 3.5, so basically 4,000. let's go ahead and put this on. I'll take mirror mode off just to show you guys. Right, this is a flatbed of that. It's going to give us 360 plus. Okay. I don't know how many of these we might need, so let's. And do they? You see, they will require energy as well. So this is going to drastically increase our energy consumption. Not as much as some of the other blocks, but it will definitely increase the consumption here. So let's put a couple of these down. Computer cores. Okay, just to increase that processing power. The processing power will go up slowly through just building the ship as well, but these will just give it a small nudge in the right direction. Okay, so we currently have 6,000. Let's have a look here. How much to unlock the next one? So that's 7 in total slots, 12,000. So that's going to double. We're going to need double that. And I'm not going to use that because that's just way too much money. Okay. So what else does this add? Hyperspace core we've added. Integrity field generators we've added. The generators. Let's see here. Anything else that we want to add that will use power? Torpedoes, no, not yet. Nanite generators. Container. I'll have to play around with which one gives us the best energy values per volume size. Maybe for these I'll use for the hull. We'll see, because Neonite, you actually don't get any armor from Neonite. They have no armor blocks in this resource, so you've got to be aware of that. I am planning on making these stone blocks out of Neonite though, which will be kind of cool. You'll see. I'm not going to use the flat stone. I will be using the ore-rich stone. Okay, that's just the blocks of ore that you basically mine. It'll look the same. It'll look the same. Cool. So now we've got this basic shape. Oh, I think we missed one. Yep. Let's add that. And that is processing power of 6.4. That's good. All right. Am I seriously missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Jeepers. Dock, no, we don't need docks because we're not building stations. This is new. Academy. Cloning capacity. And academy capacity. I will have to read more on this. Let me go and figure that out quickly, because this might be something we want to put on our ship depending on what it does. And I'll see you guys in a second. Alright. So, it seems that the academy block will train up untrained crewmen into professionals on your ship or station. This, from what I read on the forum, it seems that they're more suited for larger ships and stations. Okay, what was the other one? The academy and the cloning. Where was that? Where did I see that? I don't know. Yeah, and the cloning will clone untrained crewmen. Okay, in turn. So I don't think we'll be needing that for this ship design, because most of our crew can be bought. We seriously don't need that many crewmen. Okay, so that's just an option for people who are building like extremely large ships that need extremely large crews. Okay, I mean, you could put this on and train up a captain, for instance. But yeah, I don't think it's needed on this specific design. Cool. So we were looking for other blocks that required energy. All right. Okay. So the integrity field is still covering everything. That's good. Yeah, I think that's about it. Aside, maybe I'll put some directional thrusters in here for now. I'm going to have fairly large ones in here to help move us around. And alright, we'll stick these in. I want to make that one thick. I don't want that like half thick. Yeah, just like that. Oh wait, let's delete that and put the mirror mode on. Cool, so this will be for brake thrust. Alright, just to help us out a little bit more there. And then we'll put some yaw for left and right. Alright, as well as strafing. Even though we can't really strafe in this control scheme. As of yet, I don't think we can. I'll have to recheck the key bindings to make sure. And then we'll do some pitch as well. Then we'll need to stick some roll on. Which is easy enough to do. Okay. And I am using the trinium thrusters because they are more lightweight and they seem to give more thrust than the naonite counterpart, but they will give less hull. Okay. And then after this, the only thing left to add on will be the generators themselves, as well as the energy containers. Okay. So that we're and I'm going to make those out of naonite just to add some HP to our ship, but they will generate less per type. Cool, so those thrusters are fairly big, so that's good. Alright, so we've got a fairly decent design there. Let's go ahead and add some... Wait, I need to make sure, are those in all of the cardinal directions? They are indeed. Up, down, left, right, forward, back. Okay, cool. And it's really equal because we've built this really symmetrical at the moment. Okay. What are we adding now? The generators. Integrity. No, we've got that. We've got hyperspace. We need to add generators. Okay. So I'm going to add some generators maybe here. And these are not going to be the full block size. They're going to be 2x3s. Alright, just like that. And these are generators, right? Yep, generator. Cool. And we need to make sure, so this is going to, I think this is probably going to take up a lot of our space, because we need to not match, but we need to have a 10 to, maybe a 10 to 2, a 2 to 10 ratio for a comfortable amount. So there's going to be a crap ton of generators on here. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, now to start spacing this out a little more. I'm going to put these down like that, so a 2x3. Is that right? Does that look right? I think it does, yeah. Cool. It's a lot easier to build with even numbered scales when you're eventually placing the armor and things onto the ship. So how much do we have there? Generated energy 144, so we've just gone above. That's good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a really big one here on the back. Let's make that a 5x2, because this is where I want to start building the thrusters off of. Cool. Yep. I might make that a little bit. Oops. Keep that at 5, 2 thickness. Okay. And let's put some more over here. So we're going to need about a terawatt. I think it's called a terawatt. How much did I bring that out now? Alright, I'm going to measure this quickly. So that is a 3x5 at the moment. I want to make that a 5x5. Cool, let's see how much that adds. Not as much as I was hoping for. we could go thicker a little bit on the top here. Let's go 1 block thick. Yep, and 1 block thick on this end. Cool. And I will add some more thrusters, directional thrusters along this end here. Now that our center of mass is moving more towards the rear, that's perfectly fine with me. Maybe add a little bit more here, make it thinner. Now we're straying away from that 1 block thick. Let's make that. Is that enough? No. About that. How much did that add? Okay, not as much as I'd like. We could probably make this part thicker. And I'm going to merge this once we're done here. Yeah, it's kind of looking like a fish almost. And then bring it out a bit. Is that right? Hold on, let's focus here. Is that 3 by 3? I mean, 3 width it is. Interesting, okay. I would be happy if we just got it up to 500 gigawatts, to be honest. Maybe we can throw one more on the front. Let's measure this again. I'll keep it the same 5 by 2 as we did at the back there. So let's use this guy as a measurement. Is that right? No. Yep. So we had it right. That's good. Okay. Stick another one on there. Alright, 500 gigawatts. That seems okay to me. Let's go here, have a look at our power. Yeah. So that's now a 2 to 10, 2.5 to 10, basically. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now comes the interesting part. Before I start covering this thing in armor, there are a few things I want to do. Let me go ahead and write them down just so I can have a clear understanding of what I want to do with the armor and the stone, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I have a better understanding of what I want to do with the armor. What I want to do before we do that is go ahead and add some more thrusters just on the sides and the cardinal directions around here. Okay, and then yeah, we'll move on from there. So that's a 5. Let me focus over here. Can't really see what I'm doing here. Put the mirror mode back on, and I will put this maybe in the center, or maybe off to the side here. You can tell we're going to have most of our thrust coming off of this end here. Yeah, maybe like that, and top and bottom. Yeah, and then I want to sneak some in here as well for some more brake thrust, because you never know when you're gonna need brake thrust. It could save you. It could save you. Alright, and this should have a decent amount of rads in all directions. Left, right, that's probably the one with the least, yeah. Alright, what I'll do is I'll just stick some more on this end here. How about that? So that's brought all of them over 20, or 0.20, which I'm happy with. We've got a lot of roll, so our ship should roll quite easily. Just make sure it's all symmetrical. Cool. Yeah, that's looking really good. Alrighty. So, I guess that will conclude this this part of the building section. What I'm planning to do is run you guys through all of the armor blocks and things next episode. I just want to thank you guys for watching the series. If you guys if you have made it this far into the series, I congratulate you. Round of applause for you. And yeah, just go down in the comments and leave me a comment. If you are enjoying the series, or if you aren't enjoying the series, let me know what I could be doing better, or if I'm doing okay at the moment. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.